You can't see it in the frame, but I am surrounded by new puzzles. Today we're doing a puzzle haul. I'm excited for all that is around me. A lot of them I got during vacation. I also have a stack here from Portland Jigsaw Masters, and I'm excited to share these all with you. So if you're new here, I'd love you to subscribe. If you love puzzle content, I try to post at least twice a week over here. And if you already subscribed and are coming back, hello and welcome back. We're gonna get into this. I'm excited that you're here, so let's just get started. We'll start off with this stack here, which is sitting right in front of me. I got these at a little puzzle store in Portland, Maine, or South Portland, Maine, and I only got 4. My goal was to not buy any, but you know, I just couldn't resist. And they had a pretty good, decent selection. They didn't do any online orders, but I'll try to link these at other places if you're interested. This one though, caught my eye. It is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. But this one is called Evenings in Paris. The artist is Dominic Davison and it is by Ravensburger. But look at that sky. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just unpacked everything, so it's been a bit since I've seen these in person, and I can understand why I purchased this one. We have, of course, the sunset scene. We have the Eiffel Tower, some water, a little bicycle, and a couple pieces of artwork. This is just gonna be like nice, cozy night in, but also love to speed puzzle this and see how that goes. I then have this 300 piece from Pomegranate, and I've only ever done, I think, 2 300 pieces from them, and they are really good quality for their 300 piece puzzles. This is from their older line though, so I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. It's called The Kiss, and it is by Robert Bissell. And this one, if you can see, a little bunny rabbit in a field, lots of green, but we do also have the little butterfly, so it's a little butterfly kiss, and it is so pretty. I just thought this would be like a nice, sweet image, and I'm excited to do this one. Their 300 piece puzzles have like really nice thick pieces, and the fit is so like chunky and satisfying, so I have a feeling I'm going to love that one. I also got this 750 piece puzzle from Ravensburger, and it's from their, I think, newer line. It has a square box. I believe it's a square puzzle. It's 750 pieces. It is called Romeo and Juliet, and it's by Sebastian Rubiano. And so we have like a little puppet scene, and there was something about the coloring and the artwork that just drew me to it. We have lots of little things to work with. Like we have a little coffee mug here. We have the puppets and the shadows, and it just has a lot of different textures, and the coloring looks really nice. And in general, I don't have a lot of 750 piece puzzles, and I feel like it's such a good piece count because it's a little bit more time consuming than a 500 piece, but not a huge time commitment like a 1000 piece. So I have a feeling I'm going to really enjoy this one. Haven't done anything from this line, so I'm excited to try it. We then have a Capricorn puzzle from Cobble Hill. They of course have the whole Zodiac sign series, and so I got mine. I know it's a very popular one, and I don't think I would need to do more than one, but it is a really fun image. Let me see if there's an artist on here. Ooh, I think it's not listed. Moving on to White Mountain, I have 4 here. I did go to the actual flagship store, and you can see that in a vlog that I posted. But I ended up going, and I only got 4, which was, again, Restraint. And we have a 500 piece, a couple thousand pieces, and actually one I left behind, which I had already done in a vlog. So I think actually one of these was the prize for the speed puzzling competition that I went to. Well, let's get into these ones. First up we have is Art Studio. Like, oh, I love it so much. This one is called Art Studio by John Enright, and I love it because it is a little bit of busyness like on the bottom and on the side. There are things to work with though, and then we have like that very good focal point. So like half the puzzle is just this like interior scene of this sailboat in the water in the sky. So I feel like this is where I'm going to start and then like work my way out. I love this image so much. This also kind of reminds me of Lars Stewart, the scenes that he does like from the train, where you have like the train car and then you have like the scene in the window. Very similar concept, and I have a feeling I'm really going to love this one. This one, I'm already like gearing up for fall puzzles because fall is my favorite season. And this one is only 500 pieces, and I kept going back to it. For me, when I'm shopping, I'm always having like my hands behind my back. It's just how I like grew up. And so when I'm actually like touching things, it's like, you know, I'm like really interested in it. And so I kept going back and like picking this one up, and Dave's like, you might as well just buy it because you've touched it like 6 times. So this one is called Harvest Market. It's by GL Studios, and it's just like a nice vibe, you know. It has like the beautiful sunset. We have some hot air balloons. We have the truck, very like classic. And I have a feeling, oh, there's little puppies, cute. I have a feeling I'm going to really enjoy this one and have like a cup of hot chocolate, or I feel like apple cider, like warm apple cider while doing this one. It feels like such a good cozy night in. And I just knew it would be like a really good like self-care moment to do this puzzle. So I'm excited for that one. We then have the one that I was really looking for. I was really hoping that they had it in stock because it's an image that is newer that I had my eyes on. It is called Book Nook. The artist is Rose Catherine Kahn, which I have done actually this puzzle from her. I think it's called Dragon Fantasy, and it is such a fun, like this little guy was a beautiful 2,000 piece puzzle that I did with some friends. Sadly, that puzzle is no longer in production, so it's kind of fun to see it in this little puzzle. But in general, it just gives me like almost like witchy vibes, maybe it's because it's the purple, but we have some really beautiful bookish scenes. I'm interested to learn about like maybe some more Easter eggs, but I have a feeling this one is going to be so much fun. Like having that like little window is a good focal point. We have this above the fireplace, which is a good focal point, and then we have like the rafters, which I think will make this a lot more doable. And I just love the coloring of this one so much. And then finally, we do have one of my prize puzzles. Again, this one here is called Summer House. It's by Steve Crisp. And I love the style of puzzle where you have the, like you're looking in and you can see the map of the house and what's going on in each room. And there's lots of stuff to work with. You obviously have the house as like a good outline, and then you can fill it in. I love the little balloons here, which will be very helpful. It looks like it's going to be some type of like party. We have kids in the pool. We have a lot of different people, lots of stuff to work with. And I thought that would be a really fun 1,000 piece puzzle. So those are the puzzles I got from White Mountain. Let's move on to the stack of puzzles that I'm not sure if I've talked about already. So if I have, like, skip to the next section, but it's puzzles that I got from brands. So let's just get into that. All right, we have some from Pomegranate, and they arrived just before I left. So I'm not sure if I put them in a vlog somewhere. If I have, I apologize, but I'm just gonna like officially haul them in this video. But we have this one here from Pomegranate, which is absolutely stunning. It is a 1,000 piece puzzle that is circular. It's the first time they've ever done one, and look at that color. Oh my gosh, it looks beautiful. It's supposed to be the same piece cut, so if you don't know, those circular puzzles have like a hexagon style of piece, and this one I feel like is going to be so much fun. The artist is Michelangelo, and it's called Aztec Sunstone, and it's lots of different patterns. Might be a little bit tricky, but has more things to work with than their typical circular puzzles. So I have a feeling I'm going to really enjoy that one. And then I also have this one here, which is another 1,000 piece puzzle. This one is called Ibissus. I don't know if I pronounced that right. This is by Vasilisa Romanenko. Oh, I hate pronouncing names on camera, but it is definitely fun. I can see things to work with. Like we have these yellow bits here. We have the different fruit and flowers throughout. And we do have the 2 birds there. So it's very doable, and one that I have a feeling I'm going to really enjoy. Moving on, I'll talk about the Portland Jigsaw Master stuffs first, and then I have the big box of stuff that I got at Puzzle Warehouse that arrived while I was gone. So we have just a bunch of random things that I have here. I think only one is a competition puzzle. We'll just go into it. But this first thing, I'll put on the screen what it looks like, but it is the little speed run that we did, little sprints. They gave each person a 70 piece puzzle from Portland Puzzle Company, and it was this very artistic style of puzzle. I did really like the piece cut. I thought that was a really good like travel size puzzle, and I would love to see more from them in this style. The artwork, it was very tricky. I didn't know what it was For a long time, I thought actually did it upside down thinking it was water, and it wasn't. It was sky. It was a really fun little image though. I'm not sure if you can purchase it, but it was a good like little treat to have. I then have this puzzle from Aurora Puzzles. It was gifted to me from Dawn, who is the owner, and it is by Carlos Figueroa, and it's called Spirited Away. So I do actually already own this puzzle in the 1000 piece. This is the 500 piece one, and it's a really beautiful eagle scene, and she was doing it when I was there, and it was like such beautiful matte pieces, and I have a feeling I'm going to really enjoy this one. And you know, we have like a little bit of this gradient sky over here. We have the eagle, which has a lot of different like patterns and textures. So I do think it's a very doable, approachable puzzle from them. I know some of their images can be absolutely wild and hard, but this one I have a feeling I'm going to really enjoy. I then got a couple mystery puzzles from Portland Jigsaw Masters. They were selling like a whole bunch of them that were just, you know, they're just in cardboard boxes. I don't know what they are. I do know I have a 250 piece one and then a 500 piece one. This one says candy, but I don't know what it looks like, and I'm not going to actually post it here. I just am showing you that I got them, and I actually will have a video over on Patreon for them to see the mystery puzzles. So I got these for that purpose, and it should be fun. We'll see how it goes. But there was some that she would like open up and show me. I was like, no, I really want to know what I don't want to know what it is. So I'm excited to see what's there. Next up, we have a couple puzzles from Goodway. These ones were gifted to me from Susan, who is the owner of Goodway and Puzzle Warehouse. These were the ones that she was using as the display puzzles at the table. So we first have this one, which is a newer puzzle from them. It is called, let's see, Say Cheese, and the artist is Sophie Klima. And this one, oh, I love the image. I actually did a few pieces of it when I was there, and I love how that you can tell that it is like artsy with the paint strokes, but it's not so, you know, there's not so many paint strokes that you lose what it is in the pieces. So I have a feeling this one is going to be absolutely stunning when it's done. I only did a couple pieces when I was there, but it should be a really good one. And then I also got this one here, which is by Ellen Brenneman, and she was the one who did one of the competition puzzles. So this was really fun to be a part of because I helped choose this competition puzzle. Now, I didn't know what it looked like at the end. I only knew that we were using the Zodiac sides and making a collage with them. So I had originally seen all 12 of these individually, and I thought it'd be a really fun idea to have as a collage. Now for me, I probably would have broken it up a little bit like every other dark light, so almost like a checkered pattern. But it did also make sense to have all the dark together because it kind of would slow down the faster people. But it didn't. It didn't slow people down. This was probably one of the easiest ones of the competition. And it has some beautiful artwork. Personally, my favorite is Virgo, which is this one here. I know Susan really liked, I think that is Aries, which is the ram, which has like a really beautiful fun color. Most people started with this one here, which is Sagittarius, which has that orange and purple. And as you can see, there's a lot of darkness, but there are different tints to it. So this has like a lot of blue, this is a lot of green, this has green too. And so there are elements to work with, as well as like the little extra bits inside each square. So each square really isn't too many pieces, and makes it a lot more approachable. And I do love that almost everyone was able to finish it within the 2 hours, which is great. Only competition puzzle I brought home with me was the one I did for individuals. This one is 500 pieces by Kelsey Sweet, and it is from Portland Puzzle Company, and the puzzle is so fun. I do think that the image coloring is so much different than the box. However, I did heard from someone that they actually used the poster inside, and the poster was true to color. So that was something that I noticed, because when I was doing it, I was like, where is this bright yellow, bright orange? Because on here, you don't really see it. It's a nice like pastel soft color in the back, and the color was completely different. In general, everything was brighter and darker in the pieces that you saw. Like here, like nothing matched the colors in the pieces, which made it a little bit more challenging. But it was a super cute image. I did get my box signed, which is always fun. And does it have a name on it? It is called The Mushroom Keeper. All right, so now let's go into this giant box that you can't quite see, but it is all the puzzles I got at Puzzle Warehouse. I did, I think, get 12 One I did have to put back, which was this really cute, adorable Highland cow puzzle from Pazzi, because it was actually supposed to be for an order, so I didn't get to get that one, but I have the rest of them here. And this box is massive. I'll have to show you what it looks like, but it is this big beefy box, and I'm excited to see all the puzzles I got. Some I remember, some I do not, so let's get into it. First up, we have this one from the brand Higa. So fun. This one is called Stay at Home. The artist is Ree James, and this one has a candle with it, which sounds so fun. It says, get comfy and relax, create a cozy atmosphere, appreciate your surroundings, be present, light a candle, and do a puzzle, which sounds perfect. We have a little kitty in this really beautiful scene, brightly colored illustration, and I have a feeling this one would be lovely. Ooh, we got a couple Nathan puzzles that are 500 pieces, and they have some beautiful artwork. Some puzzles are not my cup of tea, but the landscapes are. Look at that puzzle. Oh my gosh. So this one is called something in French. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it, but it's this really fun nighttime sky puzzle. There is a good gradient there from the dark to the light, and then we have this mountain scene, which doesn't look super bad. I think this one is going to be such a beautiful puzzle. Might be a little bit trickier. It is a lot of sky to work with, but the instant I picked it up, I was like, I want this one. I don't care how hard it is. I know it's going to be so much fun. And then I also got another one from them, which looks beautiful too. So if you guys didn't know, Nathan is the French puzzle brand for Ravensburger. So the quality is very, very similar. I do think Nathan has a little bit more of a shine to it, but not so glossy as like an Ebu, but there is a little bit of a luster. So that's the only difference between the two as far as fit and everything goes. It's pretty comparable. So if you want more like EU style of puzzle images from Ravensburger, this is a good brand to go with. And I think the pricing, I forget what it was, but I'll link them down below if you're interested. I just love this, again, like gradient behind it. I do think the leaves or the branches will make it a little bit tricky, but I think this is going to be beautiful. So I'm excited for that one. We then have this one from Jacarou, which is so bright and colorful. I love it so much. This one is called Ship of the Desert. So we have a camel, some flowers, some cactuses, or cacti. It is really, really fun. The owner of Jacarou does most of her own artwork, so I'm assuming that's how it ended up. Oh no, it's by Annie Maltese. It's from 2022. This is such a fun image, and it's bright and colorful. I do think it'll be a good, it's been a bit since I've done a Jacarou puzzle, so I'm excited for that one. We then have, I don't know which one to pick next. I'll do this one, which, oh my gosh. Well, I have a spare. I didn't realize I actually purchased this one, which is one that I got at the event. So I'll probably keep this one, maybe leave this one for a giveaway item. So that is fun. We then have this one here from Cobble Hill. It's 1,000 pieces. It's from the Edwardian Lady line, and I got Autumn, which is so pretty. I feel like there's a little bit more to work with than the other seasons, but Autumn is also my favorite season, and I'm kind of getting ready for those puzzles, you know. This one is by Edith Holden, and it's pretty. It's like that like poster style, lots of different little words. There are little words throughout, which make it a little bit easier. Lots of flowers and branches and birds, and I just feel like it's going to be a really pretty image at the end. We then have this one, which I think currently on Puzzle Warehouse, it's our most sold puzzle like in a while. Like I feel like it hasn't changed in quite a bit. We were sold out for a little bit, but it's back in stock, and it's by Peggy Collins, called Van Gogh's Cat on a Starry Night. It is so cool. So if you didn't know, Peggy Collins is a digital artist. So I know a lot of people think of her stuff as like looking AI, but she just uses her iPad and like makes the images herself. So that's something to mention. Also, she has so much artwork. Sometimes she'll like cut and paste from other things that she's done. So it can, I know, look a little bit AI, but she's just a digital artist. Sorry, I just realized you were getting knocked around. So this one I think will be so fun. I love the colors of this one, and it's 1,000 pieces. I do think It is a little bit dark in places, so hopefully we don't lose any of that detail. But I'm excited to do that one and have that one in my collection. We then have a Magnolia puzzle. This one here is called Puzzle Cafe. The artist is Shenya Barty. I don't know if that's a T or an L, but here it is. Oh my gosh. This is probably the most requested puzzle that we've had on our site for a while. It was out of stock for a little bit, came back in stock, and it is such a fun, bright, colorful puzzle. I love all the little like hints to puzzlers. Obviously called Puzzle Cafe. We have other images in the windows. We have a little puzzle sign on the door. The sign here says, let's puzzle together. We have people doing puzzles. Like, I just want to be in this puzzle. I think it'll be so much fun. Coloring looks super fun, like the awnings, which make it a little bit easier. In general, I have a feeling I'm going to love that one. We then have a Cherry Pazzi puzzle, which is a new brand to us. This one is called Flower Delivery. I love this one. I don't know what it is about puzzles with bicycles in it, but I do think it's just like a fun image. We have a couple birds, we have the flowers. In general, I'm very excited to try this brand. I've heard amazing things, so that should be a fun one. Only 3 left. I feel like I flew through this, so I'm sorry if this was a video that you wanted to be a little bit longer. I'm just excited to put these all away and have my puzzle space back. But we have this one from the brand Haya or Hey. I've had it pronounced multiple ways, but I think it's Haya. I think a few people have corrected me in the past. And so this one is called Friendly Fox. The artist is Jacarou. It's from the Floral Friends collection. I love it. It's so bright and colorful. And I'm curious to see others from this brand because this is from like their big box line. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Look at them. Oh, that's fun. I'm worried about the edge though, because in the past when I have done this brand, the edge is kind of very crumbly and I could put all the pieces together. I have heard amazing things from this brand, but for me, I've only done, I think 3 or 4, and every single time it's been very crumbly, only 2s. You know, all the edge pieces kind of go together. So I'm hoping things are different. It's been a few years since I've tried this brand. So I'll have to let you guys know how it goes. I'm sure I'll do a video on it, but these images are adorable. And I'm excited to, again, re-explore this line. I then also am re-exploring Lawrence King, which again, has been a bit since I've done them. And I know it really depends on like where it's manufactured. I believe in 2020, they had outsourced to China because of, you know, COVID and such. So I'm hoping things are different. We just got a whole bunch of images in at Puzzle Warehouse, including their latest one, which is called Wild Earth. This one says Stories of Nature's Greatest Comeback. It is a busy image, which isn't my normal go-to, but I have a feeling it's going to be like bright and colorful and fun. It is 1,000 pieces, and this one is unique because they actually have 20 whimsy shaped puzzle pieces. So if you are interested in like wooden puzzles where they have those pieces that are like shaped like things, they have that in a cardboard form, which is kind of exciting. It says it's illustrated by Good Wives and Warriors. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's like a collaboration. Yeah, it's like a illustration group that is on the back. So that one I think is going to be so fun. I'm just curious about it. It keeps popping up on my Instagram feed, and I know it's going to be an experience. And then finally, I did get a 2,000 piece puzzle, which I'm so excited for, Cloudberries, and it is so fun. So this one is called, let's see, 4 square quilt blocks. And I'm not sure if there's an artist on here at all. It's just like a bunch of different geometric patterns in a quilt. I think it will be relatively easy for a 2,000 piece, but we'll see once it's zoomed out because those little like hexes might be like a 2 to 3 pieces. I'm not quite sure, but I do think there's enough variation in like the words and the different patterns that it will be doable. So I'm excited for doing this one, and I am actually really proud of the restraint that I had at Puzzle Warehouse when I was there. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the new puzzles that have come into my collection. So I'm excited to have these all here. I'll try to link what I can down below. If I miss something, just let me know down in the comments. Thank you all so much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you are wanting to see any of these puzzles a little bit more closely, let me know down in the comments as well. But thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.